Good evening, all of you. Good evening once again from Pathfinder for me for this Friday live. And today, again, we are going to solve a few amazing questions on data interpretation. Before I start, if you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or indicate on the chat that you are able to hear me so that I can continue. So, am I audible to all of you? Okay, thank you. So, good evening once again. For those of you who are watching this on replay, please note that we have these lives every Friday, every Saturday, and we solve cat level questions and questions from old cat questions in these live sessions. And the idea is that before you face the actual cat exam, you solve many cat level questions here on these YouTube lives. If you're here for the first time, एक like ठोक दो भाई, सारे लोग एक like ठोक दो. मैं शुरू कर ही रहा हूं, but तब तक it would be great if you can just like and share with anybody whom you think will benefit from this. Yeah, I've shared it in the chat box. It would be great if you can just like and share the link. So are you ready? Are you all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as always, what we are going to do today again is the same. We will be solving a couple of cat level caselets from DI. Caselets like these have appeared in CAT in 2007, 2006. But today's concept, the concept that we are covering today, I have seen this asked several times in CAT. In fact, if I look back for the last 20, 22 years of CAT, this concept has been tested at least 5 to 6 times in CAT. So every 3, 4 years, you find a question based on this concept. So not a very difficult concept. Again, it is based on basic percentage and proportions. So if you understand percentage and proportions, you should be able to solve the questions that are related. The process will again be the same. I am going to have a caselet presented to you, and it might not be visible to all of you. I'll just, I'll make it look larger so that you all can see it. But before that, I would like to have a stopwatch here. All right. So you will get 10 minutes to solve this caselet, and the clock is ticking next to the caselet. And at the end of 10 minutes, I'm going to solve the caselet for you guys. All right. So I hope the caselet is visible to all now. I hope the caselet is visible to all, and the timer is also visible to all. Last time somebody had told me that the caselet was not visible properly. I got that feedback on YouTube. So anybody on YouTube who's viewing this on YouTube, I hope this is large enough for you to be able to see it. Let me check that myself. Okay, so I can see it. So your time starts now. Try to solve this question. You have 10 minutes, and at the end of 10 minutes, I will start solving the question. Start. Okay, time is up. So how many of you were able to solve this question? Anyone? Anyone who was able to solve this question? None of you? Okay. So the question is not difficult really, just that you had to have a sense of what this data is trying to present. So at Anna Dosa Palace, a popular restaurant selling three types of dosas, neer dosa, set dosa, and moong dosa. The following is partial information collected by Madras Consulting Group. Just a moment. Which has been hired by the owner to advise on future strategy in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. The information collected by MCG pertains to first day of its assignment. 48% of the dosas sold are neer dosas. So this is 48%. Then 17.6% of the dosas are set dosa. Obviously, the balance will be moong. And total dosas sold are 5,000 already given to us. And as I have always maintained, even if this caselet looks very lengthy, if you want to win, you should be able to gather all the information in one read. So whatever is relevant to you, you should be able to either write down on a piece of paper that is provided to you, or you should remember. My suggestion is write it down on a piece of paper. It will help. And whenever you are faced with such data, another good idea is to organize the data effectively. If you're able to organize this data in the form of a table, it will greatly improve your chances of solving the question correctly. And that is very important. So let us first of all see that what is the case here. So you have three types of dosas, neer dosa, set dosa, and moong dosa, and total, correct? And these have been divided over male customers and female customers. So you have male customers, right? In fact, you have total customers, you have male customers, you have female customers, correct? So now, what is the total number of customers here? The total number of customers is 5,000, out of which 48%. Now, you should be able to calculate 48% orally. How do you calculate this orally? 50% minus 2%, correct? 50% minus 2%. So what is 50% of 5,000? 2,500. And minus 100, 2% is 100%. So this computation you should be able to do orally. So 2,500 minus 100, so you get 2400. So neer dosa total is 2400. I tabulated. Set dosa is 0.375. Now, the moment you see this number 0.375, you should immediately call this as 3 by 8. 375 for me is 3 by 8. Instantly. So 3 by 8 of what? 3 by 8 of 5,000. Correct? So 8 6 are 48, 20, 8 2 are 16, 8 5 are. So how much is this? 1875. Correct? So 0.375. Are you able to understand this? Oh, sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. I made a mistake. Set dosa is 17.6%. So 17.6% of 5,000. How much will that be? So I should be able to calculate this orally. 0 carry 3, 5, 8 carry over 3, 5 ones are 5 plus 3, 8. So set dosa has been eaten by 880 people. Obviously, the balance would have been consumed by the balance people have consumed moong dosa. What is balance? This is 2400 plus 880, 3280. So you get 1720. So how many people have eaten moong dosa? The number of people who have eaten moong dosa is 1720. Now, all I need to do is divide this over male and female. So 0.5 of the males of the near dosa users, 0.5 are males. So of 2400, 0.5 is 1200. If 1200 are males, 1200 ought to be females as well. Correct? What next? Of the set dosa eaters, 0.375. So 0.375, I just now told you, is 3/8 of total set dosa eaters, that is 880. So this gives me 330. Men are eating set dosa. So how many females are eating set dosa? 550. This much is done. What about moong dosa? Now, moong dosa, you don't know the number of males who have, you have just now seen the number of males who have eaten moong dosa, correct? You've just seen the number of males who have eaten moong dosa, or total number of people who have eaten moong dosa. How many men are eating this? To find this, I'll need to use this number, 0.564 of 5000. So what is that? Again, 0 carry over 2, 2 carry over 3, and 2820. So total males who have eaten any kind of dosa are 2820, out of which 1200 and 330, that is 1530, are near dosa and set dosa eaters. So how many moong dosas have been consumed? 2820 minus 1200 minus 330. You should be able to do this orally. Correct? This is 1530. See how I will subtract 2820 minus 1530 orally. So I'll just place a line here. I'll carry 1. 120 minus 30 is 90. And 27 minus 15 is 12. So 1290 males eat. So how many females are going to eat this? Again, 16 minus 12 is 4, and we get 430. And what is the total number of females eating this? So 980 plus 12, so 2180. So that completes one part of our data. So we have all data that is required by us. Correct? The same thing applies for employed. So there can be two categories, employed and unemployed. Correct? There are two categories. So 0.6875 of the near dosa eaters. So 0.6875 of 2400. So 0.6875 of 2400. Now, there is another thing which you should learn to do. If you're not able to multiply this fast, just convert this into a fraction. So 4 6 are 4, 25s are 25 2s are 50, 18 187, 7s are 175, 5s are. So 1200, 1500. So 0 carry over 3, 5 carry over 4. So 1650. So how many of the near dosa eaters are employed? 1650. I hope I have got the calculation correct. Because 3, 5 carry over 4. Yeah. Similarly, what is the total number of people who have eaten a dosa who are self-employed? 0.657 of 5000. So 0.657 of 5000. 5 carry over 3, 8 carry over 2. So you get 3285. Right? So this is 3285. Obviously, 1715 people are not employed, are unemployed. Similarly, how many moong dosa eaters are unemployed? Again, we can have, I'm just rubbing this out, 0.625 into 5000, and once again we resort to the same thing. So 5s are and 3125. So 3125. Have I made some mistake anywhere? Oh yes, I have made a mistake. What is the mistake? I wanted to find number of moong dosa eaters who are employed. So moong dosa eaters in all are 1720. So what I should have done is 0.625 into 1720 upon 1000. 25 40s are 25 25s are. So 4 4s are and 3s are. 5 carry over 7 and you get 1075. So how many moong dosa eaters are employed? 1075. Again, add up 1075 and 1650. So 2650, 26125, 27125. So I have to subtract 27125 from 3285. 3285 minus 27, 2725, sorry, not 125, but 2725. So you get 60 and 500. So employed people who have eaten set dosa is 560. I have just subtracted from 3285 1075 plus 1650. So how many near dosa eaters are unemployed? 2400 minus 1650. Correct? So 50 and 750. How many set dosa eaters are unemployed? 880 minus 560. So 20 and 3. So 320. How many moong dosa eaters are unemployed? 1720 minus 1075. And what do you get? So 120. So 25, 45. And 16 minus 10 is 6. This is what you get. Now the rest of the question becomes easy. Correct? So how many females eat moong dosa on that day? The correct answer is 430. Have you understood how to solve this? Have you understood the solution to this, or do you have a doubt? If you have a doubt, please feel free to ask me. Anyone who has a doubt on this? Yeah. So if you've understood this, give me a thumbs up. The next question is, you see the next question? Self-employed people who ate set dosa that day formed what percent of total customers? So self-employed people who ate set dosa are 560. So 560 is what percent of total customers who ate set dosa? So all you need is 560 upon 880 into 100. This should be 7 8 7s are or 8 11s are. So 700 by 11 is actually 63.6, not 60, but this is the nearest answer. What else? If 75% of males who ate near dosa are employed, so 75% of males who ate near dosa. So I have to calculate 75% of 1290. So 75% is nothing but 3/4 of 1290. Correct? Now they are self-employed. So 4 3s are 12. And 75% of, oh sorry, near dosa we are talking of. So 900 males, near dosa are 1200 males. So 75% of males who ate near dosa will be 3/4 into 1200, which is basically 900. So 900 of employed people are males in this category. Correct? Out of the near dosa eaters, 900 are males. So how many will be female near dosa eaters who are employed? 1650 minus 900, that is 750. Right? Now we are asked what percent of females who ate near dosa are unemployed. So how many females ate near dosa? 1200. So we are required to calculate 750 upon 1200 into 100. So how much is that? So 12, 6 are 72, 30, 12, 2, so 62.5. That's your answer. And what percent of neer dosa, what percent of customers who ate neer dosa are unemployed men? Now, this question you cannot answer from the given data. Why? Because there is no distinction, there is no differentiation of unemployed men and women from the question. You can only find out how many total are employed and how many are unemployed, but you cannot break up these figures into male and female. That option is not existing. You can't do that unless you make relevant assumptions. So I hope the solution to this question is pretty clear to you all. Is this clear? Is the solution clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now let us move on to something similar as we always do. We try to do two caselets which are quite similar in nature. So this is another caselet, and this is a question which has actually appeared in CAT. So let me make it visible for you. Once again, you have around 10 minutes to solve it, at the end of which I will give you the answers. Your time starts now. So, okay, anyone who's done it? Anyone who has done it? No? Chalo, let me solve it then again. And see, the question is actually very easy. Okay, let's see. I don't remember the answers. Or should I give you the answers? But before I give you the answers, let me create that table again for you. So we have class 12, which has 10% of the student. Class 12, we have, and here we have 80% of the students. So how many students are there in class 12? 10% of 800 is 80. Again, 80 here, and 80% of 800 is 640. The total number of students is 800. So now, how many males and how many females? We can easily see that the number of males and number of females. So 60% of 80, 48 males. So 80 minus 48, 32 females. 55% of 80, 44 males in class 11. And 80 minus 44, so 36 females. And this is 320 and 32, that is 352 males in the secondary section. So 48 plus 240, so 288 are number of females. And total males is 0.475. Now see, 0.475 is nothing but 475 by 1000. 25 ones are 25, so 19 by 40. So you get 19 by 40 into 800, that is how much is this? 380. So total males must be 380. So obviously the rest must be females. So 240 plus 20, 260 must be females, out of which you can divide and break up into vegetarian and non-vegetarian. And again, veg, non-veg. Correct? So what percent of class 11th are vegetarian? This I can find out. 50% of 80. 40 are veg, so 40 must be non-veg. 55% of 640, so 320, so 352 are veg out of 640. So 352, so 48 plus 240, 288 must be non-veg. Correct? And of the total, how many are vegetarian? So 53% of 800. 4 carry over 2, 8 5s are 40. So 424 are vegetarian, out of which 392 are here. So 8 plus 24, 32 class 12 students are veg. So obviously 48 are non-veg. And this difference between 800 and 424, so 376. This is the total number of non-veg eaters. Now the question is very simple. Find the percentage of vegetarian students in class 12. So 32 upon 80 into 100. So what is that? 8 fours are. So the correct answer will be A, not D. Clear? So you can calculate the remaining answers also. And the remaining answers are here, I guess. Do we have the remaining answers? No, we don't have the remaining answers. So the second one, the answer will be 16. What is the percentage of male students in secondary section? So percentage of male students in the secondary section is 352 upon 640. So 352, correct? 25s are 5 5s are 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are. So if you solve this, how much should you get? 352 upon 640. How much should you get? 55. And fourth, B is the correct answer. I hope you're able to understand how to solve this question. So with this, we come to an end of this particular section, and we come to an end of this particular live class. Now, my request to all those who are watching this on YouTube or watching the replay, if you want a particular topic to be taken first on quantitative aptitude, on English language, or on data interpretation, just comment in the comment section of the YouTube videos. And we will take into account your suggestions, and based on that, we will plan our live sessions. That's all from me right now. Remember, Pathfinder lives on Fridays and Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. on CAT level questions. Thank you very much.